Hello and welcome to a video on this, the rifle that fits in a shotgun case. This is the Takedown RX Helix from Merkel. I was in a lovely ABS case with brown leather straps and 3 combination locks. So when you open it, you have all your rifle in separate bits here, and it couldn't be much easier to assemble. Whilst I do this, I suppose I should go into why you might want a takedown rifle. Imagine, if you will, you're a jet setter or going stalking somewhere that is, you know, not on your back garden perhaps, and you might want to go there without intimidating people. You want to do this 3 times, by the way, this little lever, cams the barrel in. You might not want to intimidate people. A 52-inch sniper's drag bag does have a habit of intimidating people somewhere. And any way you look at it, that, you know, nowadays, especially with everything that's been going on over the last 10 years, you don't want to be intimidating people. You don't want to be wasting police time when they think that you're some sort of crazy lunatic sniper. And that's why you have it in a case like this. It's easier to travel with, it's more discreet, and actually it's not hard to put together. I've always been a firm advocate, actually, of you don't need a takedown rifle, what a waste of time, but actually this one, where you need no tools at all to put it together, suddenly it really does tick an awful lot of boxes. And there you go, your rifle is now ready to shoot. Alright, so this particular one, this is the RX Helix Alpinist with the green laminate green synthetic adjustable stock. Flat black barrel, screw cut in 15x1. That is a little issue perhaps, finding moderators in that, but if your gun shop stocks these, they should also stock the mods, and to be fair, it's only a few days away. Be patient, you probably waited long enough for the variation anyway. So, take the mod off, that's discounted. This particular one is a DPT, nice, short, lightweight, and with a 22-inch barrel on this variant, which you don't have to have, they do shorter options. It's not bad. It's quite nice to have a short mod like that, very lightweight. The rifle without the mod is still very lightweight, but you wouldn't be putting too heavy a can on there. It does have a very long action and hence does sit in your left hand a little bit. It's got a MioStar scope on there, but we'll just pop that off as well because we're not really reviewing the scope. However, it's worth saying that Merkel do their own RX Helix mounts, QD ones, and they are awesome, absolutely awesome. And there's obviously a slot for your moderator and your scope in this box, as well as your sling. Everything has its own little compartment, which is nice. The only thing I do think is perhaps an oversight is they might want to put a separate compartment in, because you can change the barrels on these. Obviously the barrel's detachable. The way these guns work is they can actually run all the way from treble 2 up to 300 Win Mag on the same action block. Unlike a Blazer, where you might have to change all the actual bolt face, this sort of thing, the actual bolt and all the mechanism, the mag, and essentially might as well just buy a brand new gun. This one, all you have to do is, instead of opening it with the bolt closed, open the bolt open, you close the bolt, take the cam lever down, and the barrel comes out with this, the bolt face attached. That's lovely. I mean, that's really, really nice actually. I like that. As a feature, it's quick, it's easy, and although I'm not into multi-caliber guns, I could get that. I could also get, you get 2 QD scopes, and you've got your, I don't know, let's say a treble 250, which you start with for your Foxen rifle. You then buy it in 3006. You then want to go shoot some boars, you buy it in 300 Win Mag, and generally speaking, you're ready to go on one rifle. And all you have to do, in reality, is buy a new barrel for about £1,000 a piece, which is a lot more reasonable than its competitors. In fact, it comes with the barrel, you buy the bolt face, and you're ready to go. It's nice, it's quick, it's easy. Like I said, the oversight is that they don't put a spare barrel slot in your box. But you'd live with that, wouldn't you? So this rifle is a straight pull rifle. And like a bolt action, when you lift it up and pull it back, this, all you have to do is pull it back and push it forward. And this is actually a geared straight lever. Straight pull lever. So instead of pulling the whole bolt back and pushing the whole bolt forward, it's actually a geared ratio. So you're only moving this much by comparison to the bolt, which is moving about 1.5 inches, 2 inches further. Real quick, real fast. By comparison to its competitors, you don't have a bolt flying back in your face or anything, it is just for, you know, when you really want to go and lay down suppressing fire at some paper, or you know, you've got a fallow cull to do, or if you really want to go driven bore shooting, this gun does it all. And with the way the bolt actually locks in, they are superbly accurate rifles, superbly accurate. Anyway, let's pop that in. The thing it does also change is you'll need new mags if you're changing barrels, obviously, to accept the different ammunition. So, to take it, you've obviously got the adjustable cone, that's nice. Let's talk about that quickly. That's real simple, really easy, just on these two locking lugs here, so there's actually nothing at all. The back has quite hard recoil pads, you've got no sort of forgiveness there, but where you can raise the comb into your face, you can get that perfect cheek weld, and actually the recoil of a rifle isn't going to kick you about too much at all. So, the safety catch is also the cocking lever, so when it's back, it is uncocked. When you're ready to fire, you push it forward, and it is cocked. There's a little button on top, you push that in, it comes back, and you're ready to go. It's really that simple. It's not a hard thing to do. It's got to say integrated weaver rail, little side lever. The trigger is absolutely superb, fully adjustable, I believe. You can be bothered, but I believe this one is for your dry firing. I do have permission for this particular model. Is actually just genuinely lovely, genuinely really very lovely. You can buy woodwork to stick on. That's not a problem. And there you go. So, to take it apart, there's a button on the fore end, you press that in, that comes off. Depending whether you want to take the actual bolt face out or not, you do it with the bolt closed or open. You don't actually have to work all this for safety on, you can take the safety off, push it half forward, and the bolt will come back. A little bit of a two-handed job, actually no it's not, he says. There you go, you can do it all in one hand, it's quite simple. That cam lever comes down. Remember when you put it together, they do recommend to put it up 3 times. However, speaking to the user of one of these, he says he never does and it never affected accuracy. It's just something they tell you to do, a bit like when you put 32 rounds through a semi-automatic when you buy it. So, that lever then goes back up and the forward slips back on. She goes back in the box. Put all the things in the relevant quadrants. And you're ready to go on your next hunting trip. Fantastic. Alright, so I've talked you through it. Obviously we kind of want to find out the positives, but there's also negatives to every product. There's no such thing as the perfect rifle. Positives. Integrated weaver rail will adapt to any system on the market. You know, it's not like a Tikka where you buy it and you have to stick their own mounts on, or a Blaz you have to buy it and you have to stick their mounts on. This is about as easy as they come in terms of finding mounts. You find them at every gun shop. The selection is vast. You can have just about anything you could ever want. The sight straight pull, it is so fast. I mean, people said Blazers were fast. I genuinely never liked it. The bolt coming towards your face always put me off. This, however, is quite genuinely lovely in every way. It's so unbelievably fast. And generally the feel of quality, actually, that's the other thing. It feels really nice. Everything about it, from the rubberized stock, the straight pull, the look, the finish of everything is just absolutely top quality. Apart from that, I really couldn't see a reason not to own one. The interchangeable barrels, the takedown ability, the engineering quality is fantastic. It's simple to use, it's easy, and they're not stupid money for the accessories. New barrel's £1,000, if that. Downsides. Let's stick the bipod on there quickly. This is a Javelin bipod. Smart little things, really. Apart from that, you can't tilt back and forward, and generally they're a little bit of a pain, but they are lightweight and really easy to take off and off. Like that, just magnetised on there. Bad points. It's really hard to do this quietly. You know, you can do it, but I can rack a bolt action, even a cheap one like a Howard, immensely quietly. This, I'm sure nothing's going to hear, but you know exactly what I'm saying is if you're walking through the woods, you forget to load, you bump into a group of fallow, that little click is going to ruin your day entirely. Let alone if you're racking it fast, it's quite a noisy action. but then the Blaser's not much quieter, so it's a case of if you want a straight pull, that's a compromise you're going to have to make. The 15x1 screw cut, great thread, just a little bit annoying they don't just put it all in half UNF. Wouldn't that be really nice if everyone just did 1/2 inch? Apart from that, I struggle to find any problems with it. The price point, that's not a problem. It's worth every penny of the sort of £3,000 plus they ask for these. However, wouldn't it be nice if it was £2,000? I think it'd be much more affordable, but you know, it'd be nice if a Range Rover wasn't 100,000. It's what keeps them good. You know, they do invest the money in the guns, unlike some of their other competitors, Blaser, where they don't quite have this sort of feel of quality. They're not so easy. The fact you can take it apart without tools, with the Blaser you need tools. I'm going to compare this to the Blaser in entirety because it is its main competitor. The fact that you've got the geared straight pull, so you're not actually having to pull it the full distance, it's just above your hand, so you're not having to search for it, it's just there. And if you do it right, your hand even doesn't actually have to, it's right in the right place when you're done. Just fantastic, I love it. Apart from a few minor issues. But they're not really issues, I'm just picking holes. I really want one. And it's been a long time since I picked up a rifle that wasn't just a basic grade rifle. I've always believed rifles are a bit like tools, a bit like a hammer. You get a hammer of the right weight, you get a gun of the right calibre and it hits the nail, and you're the one that hits that nail. All rifles that you buy produced now are accurate and are good. This is, however, just a little bit special. Even just the design, from the way they've cut the actual engraved serial number on the top, that's nice, it's a lovely font. I've always been a fan of gold lettering, as people know. That's quite smart. The trigger's good, the straight pull's good, the build quality's good, the warranty's good. What more could you possibly want? Apart from it to be £1,000 cheaper. But that's not going to happen, and it's worth every penny of what it is. Go out, see if you can get one, see if you can test one, and I reckon they are just fantastic. A noisy bolt. That's about the only problem I can find.